Internet! My name is Michael. This is my channel, The Natural One. It is the new year, and I forgot to upload my videos over the break. This fine young lady, well, I believe she can introduce herself.
I'm his girlfriend.
That's it? No! Over-the-top banter!
Oh, okay, you want me to redo that? Sure, okay.
Sure, go!
Hello, Internet! I'm Caitlin, his girlfriend.
Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit more Gilmore, but... God's sake, I haven't got to Gilmore yet. Ugh, so many stories. We'll get to Gilmore eventually. We thought we'd do some recording real quickly to make up for some of the videos I didn't do. One of the defining RPGs that actually brought us together as a couple, yes, very strange. Actually, we've been dating for a while until we started playing this game. Rogue Trader. And, the abomination that is my character.
And when he says abomination, he means it.
Honestly, this is the character...
To end all characters.
Yes. I know I complain about my barbarians and my players so very, very much, but...
He's just as bad as them.
Oh, yes. I am no longer allowed to judge them.
No.
Just because of this one character.
There you go.
And this tops the Toulon incident, the sausage incident, the upcoming now Toulon 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh god.
But then again, there's also some instances where my character might have done some things to tick this one off.
I mean,
too.
we messed up pretty badly. Should we tell them about the incident?
You mean my dark days?
The dark days for you, the why we're no longer allowed back in that starport?
Might as well.
Let's talk about that. Alright, that's like things go through and oh, we're recording. Hello! Alright. Well, to start with, to really understand this story, what you need to know is where this game takes place around 40,000 years in the future, I'd say, because the 42nd no.
It's the 41st millennium.
41st millennium, so it'd technically be 38,000 years in the future?
We're the 21st millennium right now.
Yes.
No, we're 21st century.
21st century, yes.
It's more like 40 million years in the future.
40 million years in the future?
Millennium means million.
Oh. Seriously?
Yes. Century means 100.
Well, my bad then.
We're like millions and millions of years in the future.
Yes. We are playing a game called Rogue Trader, which takes place in the 40K universe. As for you that do not understand what the 40K universe, basically think of...
Think Star Trek.
Not quite Star Trek, I'd say. Basically, humanity has evolved to far, far, far in the future, and we have conquered the stars. However, there are several aliens and Xenos that do not like us. The universe is very dictatorial, and it's not a very nice place. Rogue Trader is a game that takes place in that universe, made by Fantasy Flight Gaming. Oh, it's about to fall over.
Yeah.
Nope. Right here, this book is falling apart. It is old. Where we play a group known as Rogue Traders. Now, in the 41st millennium, most things are bound by laws, oaths, or are somehow involved with the military or the Imperium at large.
Sometimes it's even based off of your bloodline.
Exactly. Meaning that in other RPGs, such as Dark Heresy or any of the Guardsman stories, or even with Death Watch, you're usually bound into a very strict and rigid militaristic place in society. There's no chance for any real advancement or any real freedom. Rogue Trader, though.
That's a little different, though. You can do pretty much anything and everything. Honestly, I call it the space D&D.
It is the space 5th edition D&D, except maybe a little bit more complicated, to be completely honest.
Well, maybe just when you're trying to build a character.
Okay, definitely, yes. But I will make my video on that later down the road. It's time for us to get to the story.
Oh boy, okay.
I mean to do a full walkthrough on this campaign abomination that is our crew. It is...
Oh, that'll be fun!
Why are we still alive again?
Because I showed up.
Yes. She is supposed to be the adult of the group.
but I'm a adult-ish.
Yes, exactly what she said. Our tale begins with a session that didn't have a full turnout. It was me, Caitlin here, and one of our guest players, Jonah Ryans. I hope you're watching this video. And our DM, Vincent. Vincent, I am so sorry for what we did to you.
But we got a good laugh at the end of the day.
Oh my god, yes. So, the story begins with us docked in, I think, a port known as Helios 3 or something along those lines?
Something like that. It was a very private port, and what happens is you can dock there for X amount of time, and there's a small city, basically, is below it, and it's kind of like, that one planet from Star Wars.
Yes, basically, I think of Coruscant, maybe a bit smaller, about the size of a small moon.
Yeah.
That's no moon, it's a space station.
Thank you, Han Solo.
No, that's technically Obi-Wan.
Is it Obi-Wan?
That's Obi-Wan, no.
That's a different story for a different time.
Okay, yes. You see, we are, making our final preparations to leave port. We've got our ship, which was pretty heavily damaged. We finally got it repaired. So we were trying to get new crew in, and Tink, my abomination of a character, T1MK, is the engine seer, or engineer for our crew. And, well, he hasn't got all of his marbles straight, to be honest.
No, he doesn't, especially since he, smokes space weed all the time, and is getting drunk whenever he can, and all sorts of things like that.
He is the #1 drug addict that is known to man. He is either high, drunk, or
a combination of the two.
Combination of the 3, 4, or 5. He has a cocktail of things going at once.
That's true.
The reason why is a whole different story, but all you need to know is that he has been doped out of his mind for the past couple of sessions at this point.
Yep.
And so he started doing more heretical things. But that's a different story as well. Well, not so much a different story. I'll get onto it.
So while he's off doing whatever Tink's doing in the engine room.
No, I was on deck. I was getting.
You were on deck.
No, I was on deck. I was down at the spaceport, and we were trying to get on.
Oh, that's right. We were trying to get off, and so what happened was there was tons of
refugees.
Refugees who were trying to get onto the ship. And my character, Cress, who's also known as the accountant, like from that movie with Ben Affleck, I'm totally that cool, badass character. I'm trying to keep these people from getting on.
Yeah, Tink wants them on. He can turn them into servitors. They are useful resources, Caitlin. I keep telling you, if we lobotomize the crew, we don't need life support.
That's not how this works.
Yes, it does.
No, it does.
It does too. Lobotomize them, you turn them into flesh robots. It's really great. It actually is a thing in the game too, and I love it. So here I am, trying to get people on board so I can turn them into basically my own flesh puppet robots. And Chris here is trying to move them back off the ship.
I'm trying to get them off so that way we can leave port, because we've been trying to leave port for I don't know how long at this point.
Couple of sessions at this point.
Yeah. So we're trying to get up in the air so that way we can continue on with our
journey. We had just been hired by the Inquisition to follow a black ship.
Yes.
Which is basically a special cargo ship for people who are psychically gifted. But, as we are currently in the middle of our argument, a large bolt of lightning-ish material strikes down in the middle of the, I guess the landing bay?
Yeah, it's like the umbilical cord. It's like where we can be, but it's also where they can connect to the port. And
lo and behold is our second tech priest, Belleron.
And I'm just cursing here in French, going, what the heck is going on? Because I can barely handle the one tech priest. He drives me insane as it is. So I'm like, great, now there's another one?
Yes.
What could go wrong?
I know, and everything did go wrong. Tink immediately screams out, Protégé! Even though, despite not knowing it. Long story short, everybody who isn't Tink, he calls Protégé, and he makes them his assistant if they last long enough. It's very complicated and weird.
Yeah,
but it was a situation where Belleron just popped into existence at this point, and he honestly said he didn't know me. Unfortunately now it is canon that we did know each other, but he just wiped his memory. of me because I'm such an abomination.
So he shows up and I'm like, fine, you can stay. But you're the last person that can get on this ship because we really need to go. So he gets on the ship. And the first thing that happens is I start bickering with him.
Bickering nonstop because the player that plays him is extremely sarcastic is the word for it.
Yeah, that'd be a good word.
Yes, as he starts challenging our second-in-command here's authority, and Tink is just sitting in the background being dumb Tink. About halfway through the argument, as she points at me, he stabs me with what essentially is
Stabbed you?
Yes, with a detox serum.
Oh, that's right! And I started freaking out, so I'm like, wait, you can actually be sober?
As my character starts realizing, holy shit, what have I done? I have done so much tech heresy! Oh my god, and oh my god, and I was freaking out, because I'm going through detox, realizing that my character has been an abomination for the past couple times. Those two keep arguing about stuff. I am vomiting, shitting myself.
Yeah, so Belleron keeps arguing with Cress about my authority and how I shouldn't be in charge. And honestly, I don't think this was it. But Cress's mind was going, is it just because I'm a woman? Is that the whole reason? So she's like, alright, I'm gonna throw a power move at him. She has 2 Inferno pistols?
Inferno pistols, yes.
Yeah, anti-tank guns. These things are like ray guns. You shoot them and they go through everything and anything for what? Like
10 feet, usually 10 to 20 feet.
10 to 20 feet.
They do not have much of a range. And
so she points it at him and she's like, alright, you're on my last nerve right now. You better shut up and listen to me or I'm gonna shoot you in the foot.
He doesn't though.
He doesn't. And what ends up happening is I roll, okay? And I got almost a 100. Now, I think I got like a 90.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous.
It was really high, but it wasn't 100, so it wasn't like, oh, geez, I'm dead.
Yeah.
It was more of the, oh, I'm almost gonna be dead.
Yes. So what ended up happening is that she shoots her Inferno pistol.
And I miss.
Yes.
Completely.
It goes right by his foot, which in retrospect looked awesome because it looks like, I'm a badass who can, just shoot you right next to the foot. Except we hear the tung 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 as it goes through about 10 bulkheads?
Something like that.
Basically, the DM looks at us, laughs, rolls a D100.
And he gets
100. Which is the worst possible scenario. Would have been great if we're playing regular D&D. Except in this situation, we went low numbers. Yeah, and so he starts cracking up laughing and says, you hit the magazine. Basically, that's where all the ammunition is kept. Which would be fine if it was, small arms and whatnot, except this is a ship with ammunition that is meant to shoot bullets about the size of school buses.
Yeah.
So we all look to one another. My character's still puking.
Your character is like out of commission at this point. And I'm like, thank God, one of them's down for the count. The other one, Belleron on the other hand, and I start freaking out. We're like, what do we do? What do we do?
So we sprint down there as quickly as we can, and we just see the magazine. Everything is on fire.
Everything.
And
we got crew members trying to put out the fire. We're trying to put out the fire. We don't know what to do anymore.
Bullets are cooking off everywhere.
It's like popcorn going off, except it's deadly.
Belleron yelled at us, turn on the fucking fire extinguishers, you idiot! Except Tink was too cheap to put in fire extinguishers into the ship.
And then Cress started yelling at Tink about that because she was like, I told you to do that months ago.
I meant to do it, but that was before I started smoking! Either way.
So, what ends up happening is Belleron's like, alright, fine. We need to just figure out how to stop this. So Tink over here decides to do the smartest but dumbest thing all at the same time.
It was smart originally. We sprint over to the nearest control panel, we start pushing in, and we're like, okay, fuck it. We divert the air systems so that we can start pulling air out of there, so no air, no fire. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Except it's not working fast enough, and the fire is creeping over to the larger macro cannons, which are those shells that are about the size of school buses, and if those go off, well,
we're all dead.
Yes, we are. And we were just all imagining how we were going to explain this to the crew. Hi, guys! We destroyed the ship. We destroyed the campaign. Shit! Crap! And it's me and Belleron are both looking there. I say, fuck it, open the airlocks!
So he opens the airlocks, and everything gets sucked out. Any crew members that are left in there, all the artillery, all the weapons, all the shells, everything gets sucked out.
Yeah, we didn't do it intelligently either, so we basically...
You didn't. You just pressed the button.
You guys started screaming at me. I told you I don't work when I'm sober, but no! Let's have a sober Tink work with things. I had a minus 60 modifier to all my rolls.
Normally, he has like a plus 70.
It's ridiculous! Tink is the most intelligent character on this crew, but he's the most idiotic of them all.
Yeah.
Regardless, I smashed the button, all the airlocks on the level we were on open up, sucking out crew members, and then, thankfully me and Belleron are fine, because we just maglock our boots and, you know, we're tech priests. We don't need air, because we've replaced our lungs years ago. You, on the other hand, had to duck into a closet, essentially.
I got so lucky. I had, like, 5 seconds, essentially, from when he pressed the button to when everybody was getting sucked out, to somehow tie myself down and hold on for dear life. And luckily, I got, like, a 2 on that roll, so, like, I did it in stellar time. I was, like, a ninja. But it was still terrifying, because I thought, well, that's the end of Crest.
Well,
all right.
Yeah. So, we're all looking at each other like, oh, thank God. We saved the ship, and then the DM starts rolling. He's like, yeah, you lost about 48% of your ammunition, and
no, it was only a third.
No, we lost a third of our crew.
Oh, it was a third.
Originally, we lost a third of our crew, and then we just get a call from the bridge that's yelling at us, what the fuck is happening, and why are our macro shells headed straight towards the space station?
But that's not the best part, okay? So we watch the shells go down, and we see that it obliterates a part of the city that's underneath the deck. Or not underneath the deck, underneath the port.
Yes. About 12 blocks we flattened, don't you think?
Something like that. Basically, we did a lot of damage, and our crew was never allowed back there because of our stupidity.
Yep.
But what ended up happening afterwards makes this story even
better. So, my character going, shit, we're getting calls from the Inquisition going, what the fuck is going on? And I just say, screw it, emergency warp jump! And I remember Belleron screaming.
We were both screaming.
No.
We're like, don't you dare. No. He slams his fist, rolls this dice because he was saying it as a joke at the time, but then he rolls his dice and we're like, well, now it's official. We have to go through with it. And he rolls his die, and it's so bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's almost 100.
Now, here's the thing. I had a misconception there. I thought emergency warp jumps were fine. I thought they were just, basically think of it as a warp drive. That's what I was thinking. And no, you see, to make a warp jump, you need to have the Geller fields on, which is essentially a celestial shield that keeps out all the nasty things in the warp. Which basically, for a short explanation, the warp is basically hell. So there's lots of demons in there.
Yeah. Things
are insane. And I had just jumped in there without our Geller field, meaning we were exposed to demons and
all sorts of baddies.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of like, oh,
shit.
What do we do?
And
so now
it was fine for a little while.
It was fine until like this giant pink fuzzy creature shows up.
And the hallway starts getting longer.
And the hallway gets longer and there's multiple of us and we're just like, what the F is happening? And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, alright, he missed trying to hit the giant fuzzy pink monster demon. Belleron kinda got a shot, not really. So I'm like, alright, it's my turn. So I got my 2 anti-tank pistols and I go
bang,
boom,
bang.
boom, one after the other, and I hit the thing and it disintegrates.
Yes.
And I was like, yes! I destroyed it, I'm amazing. And little did I know it was because we had been pulled out of the warp.
Yes. I'm like, oh, thank God.
And then we're like,
we were there for like a half hour though.
Yeah, we were in this warp for like a half hour, and we were all freaking out. We're like, where are we going? How far are we going? Like, how long have we been in here? How long have we been corrupted by this energy? And things like that.
We were gone for 3 seconds. and moved about half a foot.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was it. Everybody was like, what just happened? What? You were here, then you were gone, and now you're barely here again, but you're barely moved? What?
Why is your crew all gone? And, oh god. At which point, Tink, like the nobleman he is, decided to fuck this shit, I'm out, and just ran to his engineering room, locked himself in the place, and barricaded it to an ungodly degree.
And Cress was therefore punished for these actions and was sent to anger management classes for the next 3 months.
Yes, and Tink was removed of his weed privileges, despite being off his weed being the main cause of this!
Yeah. So that was my dark days in Rogue Trader, but it was the funniest thing ever because by the end of this entire session, we're all laughing our asses off.
I'm on the floor. I'm
crying.
dead.
Our DM was just like, you guys are all idiots, but I loved this session. This was the most stupid thing ever.
It was.
You did basically nothing except cause corruption.
Oh my god, I mean, we fucked our campaign over so hard, and
they had to BS their way out of everything we did.
The best part is that all happened in about like a half an hour.
Half-hour game time.
In
reality, it took us like
3 hours. But at that point, our DM was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. You want to get food? And
yeah, and we were like, all right, we're done. Woo.
We wash our heads. We don't want to destroy this anymore. Guaranteed, we did later make even worse. Well, we didn't. No, we never topped this decision.
No.
But we've done many, many horrible things before.
You've done. Tink specifically. But maybe that's for another time.
Thanks for watching, and have a Happy New Year. Or probably you already had a Happy New Year. Yeah.
Happy 2019.
Alright then. See you next time.
No, other side.
No, that's what I always do. I end the video with a boop.
Oh.
Keep that in the video.